we're going to be doing with Naruto Hat Spin Part 4. Yep, and today we're going to be doing the Part 4 to this. And it shouldn't be that hard. Part 4, this will be a very exciting part. I'll be starting with the end of the battle with Naruto and Sasuke, and starting and ending this entire episode off with the Shippuden, with the beginning of Shippuden. Because my brain cannot take it right now. I haven't been getting migraines lately. I'm having a really terrible one today. If you don't know what a migraine is, it's like having a splitter killer headache and having extreme nausea where you're barfing all the time. Yeah, they suck. I suffer from them every few days. Every now and then I suffer from one. They suck, and yes, last night I was barfing all night and it sucked. I went to sleep at like 9 p.m. because I couldn't take it, and I had a bunch of medicine in me. Took a bunch of anti-nausea and a bunch of like painkillers. Yeah, so I'm feeling a little bit better now. Any movement in my head hurts, but anyway, yeah. So just be glad I'm uploading this today. It might be a little bit of a shorter video, but yeah. And sorry if I sound a little bit off today. So yeah, where we last left off is when Naruto, and Sasuke were fighting. Sasuke stole the left arm of the corpse part, gaining the world. After gaining the world, he stopped time for 1 second to dodge a spin attack from Naruto, I believe. It was a spin attack, I'm not sure, I don't remember. That's what I mean, but I might be off this episode. And anyway, yeah, remember, like, and subscribe for more content like this. That's right, yeah, remember to do that. I really like this series, so let's try to get some more likes on this series, so go a little bit more into the YouTube algorithm, and then more people watch the series, and then I might do a review in the future. So yeah, like, come on, let's like all these videos. Everybody who watches these videos, please go back and like every single one of them. They're all on a playlist, so it won't be that bad to find it again. You can just start where you left off last time. Make sense? So yeah, if you guys can go do that right now, that'd be awesome. So then I can get more of this into the YouTube algorithm, and then searches will eventually start spiking, and then I'll start getting some more subs, and then I can start posting more often. Once I start posting more often, and sorry if I haven't really been posting a lot every now and then, because at my mom's house it's really hard to post because the internet is doo-doo. Right now I'm on my my mom's house, there, and it's doo-doo there, so yeah, that's why I haven't been posting there. I'd also like to say that, okay, the battle. I'd say that the battle would go like something like this. So after Sasuke used the world once, he would realize its secret ability, and he named the stand the world. He realized that he could control the world with the stand, and even kill his brother. So then he starts getting really cocky. He's like, oh, I see. And then he starts talking out to Naruto like, you can't stop this. This is the power of the world. And of course, that's just him being an idiot because, Sasuke is far more powerful than the world. Before Sasuke's turn, get really arrogant, he starts punching, trying to do a Muna rush on Naruto, but Naruto just creates a whole bunch of wormholes and bring them back to Sasuke, and Sasuke punches himself, basically. Naruto says, you can't beat me with this, something you've only just unlocked. Anyway, so Naruto starts going real try hard. He starts using Act 1 missiles, and he starts using Act 2 for a huge shot. He starts making shadow clones to fire Act 2. He's preparing Act 2. He's surrounding Sasuke in them because Sasuke doesn't notice because, Sasuke is drunken with power. And of course, Orochimaru can't take over because of the world would reject Orochimaru. I was gonna say that's the reasoning. Basically, there's a kill switch in Sasuke if Orochimaru takes over. That's from a stand. And of course, Orochimaru figured this out. So, yeah. And then Naruto says, yeah, like you could beat me with something that's a stand like that. Anyway, so he says, Tusk, Act 2, True Act 2, and then a whole bunch of nails come out everywhere, hundreds of nails, thousands, like around maybe 1 million nails come out flying everywhere from like thousands of shadow clones. Like around 100,000 shadow clones are in the area. Oh no, not that many. 50,000. No, that's too many still. Let's just say 2,000. So he would fire off around 20,000 nails, and then Sasuke seeing this, "This is our world!" Oh, he can stop time up to 3 seconds now. I said it would drain half of his chakra, so it wouldn't be that overpowered. But I realized that Naruto's already really overpowered, so I gotta balance him. So I'm gonna make it so it only drains around 1/16 of his chakra, I'd say, yeah. And it'll always drain 1/16 of his chakra, so the world doesn't kill him. Except if he goes over his time limit, he'll start draining like half of his chakra, then almost all of his chakra, and then he'll pass out. Right now his time limit is around 3 seconds, so it just drains around maybe 1/8 of his chakra, maybe 1/16 of his chakra. Yeah, 1/16 of his chakra. But if he waits to cool down, it doesn't drain really any of his chakra. It drains none of his chakra if he waits to the cooldown, which is like a 8-second cooldown. So if he waits for the cooldown, then actually no, it's gonna be like a 10-second cooldown. During this 10-second cooldown, he's kind of stuck. He can only use the punching ghost part, but it's a little bit weaker. And he's forced to use more of his ninjutsu and stuff. Imagine Susanoo the world. Oh, that would be overpowered. That's why I gave him the world. And okay, so Sasuke would stop time, and of course Naruto does not know he can stop time yet. But of course, the world, he realizes there's no way he could have dodged it with just speed alone. His stand is fast, but couldn't block all of those instantly and make him go that fast. So he thinks he has the power to stop time. And then Naruto realizes, oh, that's a quite scary stand ability. But then the dun 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 dun, like his theme starts playing, and I'm just gonna say it's a Ventureo 2, just like Giorno, because we don't have an anime adaptation of Giorno, of Johnny Joestar. So I would say that maybe I should make it a way where it'd be like the actual Tusk song. I don't know how that goes. You know, I'm just gonna make it Ventureo. Dun, 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 dun. Like everyone, like Sasuke, like Moo rushes him and kicks him off his horse. Actually, he's not on a horse yet. That's right. He's right. The second course of that. So then Naruto realizes, oh, I see. I must pull up a trump card then. Then he says, Speedwagon! And his summoning horse comes out and picks him up. puts him on the back. He says, Act 4! Tosco, Act 4! Then he said, Infinite Rush! And then a bunch of Uras come out, and then, like, Sasuke gets real cocky and being like, you can't beat me with this. It's just a punching ghost, like my stand. And then Sasuke's cooldown's almost up, and then Sasuke's dodging the whirl, except one punch gets hit. Then he starts rotating real fast, and he starts corkscrewing out. Everything is happening to him. And then he says, no, this can't be. It must be a stand ability. But if I stop time, it won't work on me anymore. He says, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds. Zawato! Boom! And he keeps on spinning. He's like, what? This is impossible. His stand ability must be something that can go through time and space. Then he unfreezes time and asks, what have you done to me? And then Naruto says, or Johnny Joestar says, Tusk Act 4. Its ability, Infinity. And Sasuke's like, what? No, that can't be. But of course, an arrow is shot from a bush, trying to assassinate Sasuke. This arrow had a scarab on it. It hits Sasuke, but it gets deflected by the arm. This wasn't a stand arrow. This was someone who made a different stand arrow who tried to shoot at Sasuke, but it deflected off him and hit Naruto, giving Naruto the ability of D4C. Love Train. Meaning, he can deflect all misfortune from everywhere around him, so he can deflect all misfortune. He can deflect really anything. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give him 0. So his ability is 0 and Infinity. Like Golden Experience, Requiem, and Tusk Act 4. So I wanted to mess with him, and they're trying to get at him. He can just say, Tusk! Requiem! Basically, what this did was give him an Act 5. So basically, I made up a new act. So now he's Act 5. And his Act 5 will be something really cool, actually, now I think about it. I'm thinking of something different then. Ooh, this actually might be a cool what if. I'm going to try to go for 8 parts on this what if. And I would say that Naruto would see Sasuke's about to stop time again after he blocked the arrow. And he says instinctively, Tusk! Except it's a different thing. It's like a little finger, like an arm pops out and it snaps, and that act sets his stop time back to 0, basically meaning he has to wait for the cooldown again. And then, of course, Naruto's very exhausted from this, because remember, he hasn't unlocked the stand fully yet. And then he says, Act 4! Tusk! And then he would start running around on the horse, and then, of course, he would aim for the golden ratio, and then he would hit him with it again, make him spin even far faster. He got an entire rush off it. And then he started spinning out of control of Sasuke, and then, of course, Naruto thought he had suffered enough and stopped the rotation. And said, you're coming back with me. Until a snake pops out of Sasuke's mouth, almost biting Naruto, but Naruto dodges it. And then Sasuke disappears with the sound 4. And of course, the sound for like, who was that guy? What the heck happened? Looks like there's two invisible forces at play. So yeah. There will be an act. There will be 3 acts of the world in this. Act 1, the world. Its first ability to stop time. Act 2, the world. Its ability, vampirism. Act 3, the world. Its second ability, bloodlust. Actually, you know what? Vampirism. Its ability, bloodlust, basically meaning you can heal off blood really fast, but you cannot really go out in the sun. Act 3, stand knives. Basically meaning these knives do a ridiculous amount of damage to stands. Like, if they stab a stand, they can almost kill a stand instantly, basically killing you instantly. But that only works against really weaker stands in the world. Or really, actually, you know what? It's just stand knives. It can harm stands pretty badly. If you basically after 15 or so that hit a stand, it would probably kill the user. And then Act 3 of the world. Act 4. Yes, the world of Act 4. True vampires and giving him the abilities of vampires. Like the water laser and the instant freeze and yeah, that. And with Act 3, not only stand knives, he also gets blood mode, full-on vampire mode, basically enhancing his physical strength super far, making him extremely fit and strong. He's severely allergic to sunlight now. If he even has like a little beam of sunlight hit him, he'll turn into ash. Oh yeah, actually, for Act 3, I'm actually not gonna give him stand knives. I'm gonna give him immortality. Like, he does not age and stuff. That's his Act 3. And it's like a passive ability, so. But it's not completely immortal. He can still die to the sun and still die to stands. Like, he can still die if he loses too much blood. Or if he doesn't get enough blood. He will go into bloodlust mode and then die. Bloodlust mode burns a ridiculous amount of blood. So that's why he has to basically eat a lot of blood before he can go into bloodlust mode. Basically the second mode of Dio. The guy, Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3. Yeah. Let's just say that, like, you know how Dio went really insane after drinking Joseph's blood? It's basically that, but, like, he gets a huge power boost, kind of just like Dio. But he loses a little bit of his sanity to pull this off. He's not thinking rationally when he's in this form. Basically, if he were to fight Itachi in this form, he would go, like, really animalistic and kill Itachi pretty fast. Yeah, anyway, this is Whenever Never Anime, and thank you for hitting me almost up to 30 subs. That's great. And yeah, hope you guys have a nice day, and bye.